A link down below, as always, to credit the original uploader of the article. Microsoft makes a 10-year Call of Duty pact with Nintendo, and it's official. Here we go. Late last year, Microsoft announced that it was committed to bringing COD to Nintendo for 10 years if its Activision Blizzard acquisition was approved. On a side note, COD is one of my favorite fish to eat. Now, President Brad Smith has tweeted that the binding 10-year contract has been signed and confirmed that Nintendo would get the same access to COD as Xbox. Smith also indicated that Microsoft will bring other Xbox games to Nintendo platforms as part of the agreement. Well, right there, I wish that there was an agreement. Even though I'm a Sony PlayStation fanboy, I got myself an Xbox in the corner over there hiding, okay? It comes out once in a blue moon. If only we could get... I know what you're thinking. But if you want our Xbox, Nintendo, we want your Zelda Breath of the Wild and maybe a few select Nintendo games, especially now that in about less than a month, we are already going on half a dozen years since Zelda Breath of the Wild was released on Switch. Over half a decade. That's crazy. I think most people by now that were going to buy the game have purchased the game. Do you know, wow, how many more sales they would get if they launched that shite on the Series X glorious 4K 60, 400,000 FPS, whatever. It would be macaroni and cheese with the bacon bits sprinkled on top. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm getting carried away here. And I'm also getting hungry. The codfish, the macaroni and cheese. I've put fish... Okay, that's enough. Microsoft and Nintendo have negotiated and signed a binding 10-year legal agreement to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo players the same days as Xbox with full feature and content parity. Microsoft wrote in a statement, "We are committed to bringing long-term equal access to Call of Duty to other gaming platforms," because Microsoft previously said that it offered Sony the same deal on consoles and committed to offer the game on Steam at the same time as Xbox, provided the merger goes through, of course, and that the deals are all part of Microsoft's effort to convince regulators to allow this near 69 okay, anyways, billion-dollar acquisition of Activision Blizzard to proceed. The deal is strongly helps if I could speak properly. It's in limbo right now, as per the U.S. Federal Trade Commission has sued to block the takeover, and the UK may require Activision to divest parts of its business for the merger to proceed. On top of that, the European Union is reportedly set to join the UK in declaring that the proposed acquisition could reduce competition. To that end, Microsoft reportedly requested a hearing with European regulators to defend the deal, and that meeting is set for today, according to Reuters. The acquisition ran afoul of regulators from the start over concerns that it would cut off Sony's PS5 and other consoles from key games, particularly COD. Sony vehemently opposes the deal, having called it a game changer that poses a threat to our industry. Microsoft has said that Sony's comments were self-serving and promised to support Call of Duty on PlayStation forever. So right there, I didn't even know that, because before I started reading the article, I didn't even know that last part was there. This whole deal and us fanboys from Sony being afraid that Call of Duty wasn't going to be staying on the platform, apparently it's going to stay there forever. Well, if all the games are going all over the place, who cares who's acquiring what? Right? Like, for real. Like, I just don't get it. But this is also coming from me, someone who's a very... Okay, we already get the idea. I'm a big Sony PlayStation fan, okay? Maybe not a fanboy, because those people tend to... You know what I mean? They suck. And they're just dingleberries. I'm just a big fan of them. But for the longest time, they didn't even want crossplay. Do you remember that shit? They didn't even want to allow you to be able to touch people virtually online with people that had Xbox cooties, because they were worried about, like, security measures and stuff like that. Now look at them all. Okay, we'll allow crossplay, but no, you want to buy this? No, that's not fair. No. I don't see how it's a monopoly issue. Maybe I'm completely missing something. Maybe the fact that I'm on 4 hours of sleep wasn't enough for me to digest this in my brain. I really don't see the big effing deal. As long as Call of Duty is still coming on all platforms, which it just frickin' said it would, then this whole thing should be okay. My concern is, are we ever going to have a Zelda or a Mario game on a platform other than a Nintendo? Probably not. And don't comment down below and say, what about the emulator? I mean, actually, you can do that because it'll help the algorithm, and maybe I'll get more than 10 views on this video. Anyhow, it's some gaming news. It's what I like to do more than actually playing the games, because this is simpler for me to just flap my gums 100 miles an hour, bring you a link and something for you to be able to read along with me, and saving me the trouble from having to come up with this article in my own words. But I try to add some of my own verbal diarrhea to it in between and all over the place, so I can kind of call this my own. Did that make any sense? Because to my ADHD, OCD, ODD brain, it did. If you liked the video, go ahead. Give it a thumbs up. Don't smash. Don't smash it. A lot of people will ask you to smash the like. Don't smash it. Because if you smash your shit, you might not be around for the next one to be able to thumbs it up. Okay. And if you didn't like the video, go ahead. Go ahead. Give it a thumbs down. I dare you. I'll bend it in half and I'll twist it and I'll pop it off in your ass. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally, that would be bloody fantastic now, wouldn't it? But if not, I don't blame you. Thanks for stopping by anyways, though. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next video, and down below if you want. Let me know what you think of this whole thing. What's your take on this? All right. Bye.